It's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Let's go ahead and test this guy out on the private server. This is the newly released intelligence type Angel Golden Frieza, and he is one hell of a beast, so we'll go ahead and find that out here in a little bit. But pretty much a requirement for the Extreme Z Awakening for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I know it's a really big pain over in global right now, and all I gotta say is I feel you guys. I mean, when it came out on JP, it was really unfair for most players, so I feel your pain on that one. But let's just go ahead and take a look at this guy. He is a category lead for the Resurrected Warrior or Revive Warrior, however way you want to call it. Plus 3 key HP, 130% increase in attack and defense, increase of 170%. He also provides intelligent types with plus 3 key and HP and attack and defense by 50%. He does cause immense damage to enemy and also greatly lowers defense with his great death beam. And then passive skill, Proof of Tree Evil, he adds 150% to attack, and then defense will increase by 50%. Along with that, super type allies and enemies attack will decrease by 15%. Link skills are pretty much Prodigy's Universe's most malevolent, Revival, strongest clan in the space, brutal beatdown, tournament of power, and fierce battle. So a good combination of key links and attack boost. He does fall into two categories. One is the Resurrected Warrior and the other being Universe Survival Saga. Now, the stats may differ a little bit in this video versus the actuality in the game. So HP at max is 16,020, attack will be 15,208, defense being 11,605. 12 key multiplier is 150%, and for those that don't know, his SA can be farmed with the Cocoon Frieza awakened into the Angel Golden Frieza. Alright, so this guy, like I said, is a pretty powerful dude, and the Revive Warrior category, really, I'm a real big fan of that category team. I've said it numerous times in a lot of my videos, and I still stand by it. So for the most part of this video, you will see him linked up with the Tech Golden Frieza. I thought about going with the Agility Golden Frieza, which is actually my personal preference, but the tech version I haven't really seen a whole lot of in any of my videos, so I figured I'd just replace them in there. I mean, essentially the links are pretty much the same, but I think the Agility Golden Frieza has the Prodigy's link skill, so that adds 10% extra. But yeah, as you can see, this guy at 100% definitely does a lot of damage. I mean, pretty close to one-shot killing Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta here with 2 million in damage. I mean, these guys right here, I mean, they're going to be chumps compared to what his potential is. But back to the Extreme Z battle, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that is that's some, for lack of better words, that is some bullshit. I mean, really, I hate the fact that Bandai really made it category specific. I think it's really unfair for a lot of players. I mean, if it'd be one thing if the pull rates were great all around, or guaranteed SSR summons kind of thing to get that category lead, but the fact that you have to summon for it and the rates are 10% if not worse, and it's not guaranteed that you'll get that guy, the new featured card, and then you're gonna make an Extreme Z battle requirement that newly released category. I don't really agree with that format, but it is what it is, I guess. I will say this, the Extreme Z Awakening for Broly and Kid Gohan are substantially easier, especially the Kid Gohan one. I mean, you can get past level 31 pretty easily with the free-to-play Ginyu Force, so that's good news. And the Extreme Z battle for the Strength Broly, I mean, it's not too bad. Even though it's a Hybrid Saiyans category requirement, as long as you can bring in a friend that has the LR Goten and Trunks, you can run a mono agility team, and you should be able to clear it. I mean, that's how I beat it. Since I didn't have the Strength Ultimate Gohan for the category lead, I had to go with the mono agility and chose LR Goten and Trunks, and I mean it worked out fine. It wasn't easy, but it was a lot easier than the one against Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So yeah, I mean I'm sure you're seeing this guy just wrecking through all the opponents. I mean criticals hitting left and right. I mean hitting well over 2 mil every time. I think I saw some for 3 to 4 million. So the fact that it increases attack by 170% from the leader skill, and then you have a 150% increase through his passive, it definitely makes it pretty crazy. This guy can tank pretty well too. So yeah, even against Goku, I mean he's hitting for 2.4 million. I mean without a critical, so that should pretty much tell you how he is. And I mean, like I said, the Revive Warrior category is pretty strong. I like that team quite a bit. Here's the other thing. The benefit of this category, and one of the biggest benefits really, is the World Tournament. For those fortunate enough to have either LR Broly or LR Majin Vegeta, they both fall into this category. So, you're looking at doing pretty well in the tournament. I mean, in terms of speed. Obviously, you can't use a friend's leader skill, it's only yours. So the fact that it's 170% increase to attack and defense versus 120% makes quite a bit of difference, honestly. And I mean, Broly's definitely going to benefit from that type of setup versus, just a flat either 120 or 90% boost. So that's one of the benefits of this category. So for those that were fortunate enough to pull him the past 24 to 48 hours, think about where your deck is and think about how you want to run the World Tournament that comes up next time. I did keep the Kid Buu here, the physical type, as kind of a floater a little bit, just to provide that 50% increase to attack and defense as part of his passive skill. So with that kind of boost with the critical, I mean 4.2 million, it's pretty damn good for his output. Obviously I chose a much weaker stage here. This is Boss Rush 2, so the enemies are a little bit weaker than they were in Boss Rush 3, but either way it's kind of fun just messing around like this. So I think against Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, Angel Goku and Cooler and all that, he was hitting around 2.5 million. Compared to these guys, I mean he's hitting for at least 3.5 million. So that definitely gives you a difference in output. Looks like he only hit for 2.2 here, but with the critical he definitely does hit higher amounts. And I really do like this Meta Cooler. His passive is really nice, and he also does fall into this category. So he's also a great one to feature on this team if you have him, and if you're looking to run pretty much a villains-oriented team setup within the Resurrected Warrior category. Yeah, consistently hitting for a lot of damage. So 4.5 million on that one. Alright, so here is a type disadvantage scenario against Goku Black. So let's see how he does. We'll see if he actually gets a critical too, but without the critical, yeah, it's a lot less, 630k. Let's see how this guy does in comparison. So without critical neutral type, he hit for only 820,000. So type disadvantage hitting for 620,000. In comparison to that, that's really not bad. All right, let's see how his defense is against the type disadvantage. I mean, given this private server setting does enhance the stats quite a bit, you're looking at no more than a couple thousand in damage, even with the type disadvantage. Once that passive does help. Alright, and the critical for 2.2 million, so definitely good output. All right, we'll get close to wrapping it up here since we do have type advantage against Perfect Cell. Let's see, you know, how good and damage output he's got. But I do appreciate you watching, and hope you enjoyed it.